Welcome in, everyone, to the Murphy Center as the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers get set to take on the Sevier County Bearettes in the Class 4A State Championship game in the Glass House. I'm Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay here on Media Row, sideline at the Murphy Center at MTSU, and the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers appearing in their first ever state championship basketball game. And what a couple of wins they have had to get here along the way, beating Page 55-47 and Bartlett in the semifinals 74-68. Now taking on a Sevier County team that is 28-5 on the season. They took down Bradley Central in the quarterfinal round, and in a big way, 52-34. They took down the undefeated Bearettes in that quarterfinal matchup. They then beat a very good Blackman team, 34-26. They have not allowed very many points. 34 and 26 points here in the state tournament. A Cookeville team that scores about 59 points a ball game is going to be tested today against the Zone.
We thought that Cookeville had a pretty good chance when we got the brackets to face the Bearettes in a state championship game. We didn't think it would be the Sevier County Bearettes, but it is. They are playing their best basketball at the right time, Jacob. No doubt about it. What a run they have been on. And I usually reference this when it comes to some teams in our own backyard, but they have earned the right to say this. They have a straitjacket defense. They have a suffocating zone defense that is very tough, and we have seen teams both. Blackman had an up and down year offensively. Not a huge surprise, maybe not to the level that they were held in check, but that they were held in check. Nobody in the past 5+ years has held Bradley Central down the way this Sevier County team did. There's no question about it. While maybe people didn't expect them to be in this game, they have the full attention of this Cookeville Lady Cavalier team that knows they have to play very well. Now, the good news is, and we've said it with both games so far today, unfortunately, neither team was really able to do it. Cookeville just has to play their game. If they play their game the way they're capable of playing, they will be the one Upper Cumberland team on the girls' side to win a state championship this year, as we're 0 for 2 so far today. 2 pretty competitive games, but 2 losses for our schools. Cookeville, the last chance. I said to Jamie Gillis just a few minutes ago in the tunnel, I said, "You're our last shot." She went, "Yeah, thanks, no pressure." But Cookeville, if they can get into their offense, if they can get those quick actions that they have offensively, can they get this zone a little bit spread out? A big key, they have to shoot the 3 ball well in this game. Against the zone that they're going to get seen, looks like a 2-3, doesn't feel like a 2-3 type of zone. They do some 1-3-1 stuff out of it. You have to knock down your open shots. Neither team that has played Sevier County so far has been able to do it. And if you're missing those shots like we saw Blackman and Bradley Central doing, you start to force some things. If Cookeville can make their shots and not force things, they can win this championship.
Today's broadcast is presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial. We appreciate them for being the presenting sponsor of this 4A state title game between Cookeville and Sevier County. Upper Cumberland Commercial offers expert day-to-day operations of profitable investment real estate for owners that prioritize income-producing assets. Call Upper Cumberland Commercial at 931-284-9098 to learn more about how we make and save our clients money every single day. Still 6 minutes to go here inside the Rico pregame show. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers are 30-4 on the season. They've had a couple of big wins here in this state tournament so far. 55-47 against Page in the quarterfinal round. Carolee Gilbert had 17 points. Callie Gilbert had 16 points. It was the second half where defensively they played great, but there was absolutely no flow or rhythm whatsoever because of how it was officiated. Fortunately, the Lady Cavaliers were able to take advantage, hit free throws, and then had a big fourth quarter. In the semifinal round against Bartlett, they trailed by a point at halftime and had a huge second half against the Lady Panthers yesterday in the semifinals. And how about the fourth quarter from Cookeville? Carolee Gilbert was big, 24 points. Allie Gillis only played in 20 minutes. She was limited due to foul trouble. And finally, Coach Gillis just said, "All right, you're the senior leader. Go out there in the fourth." She made some big-time plays. She finishes with 23 points, and they finally get over Bartlett in the semifinals and finally get here to the state championship game for the first time in school history.
You know, Jacob, between the two of us the last 4 years with this senior class, Upper Cumberland Reporter has broadcast every game that they have played outside of a couple of holiday tournaments. The two of us have probably called 95% of the games that these seniors have played over the past 4 seasons. It has been building to this point, and they have notched certain things off for a program that had not been in this position very much at all. They had not been in this position today at all in their entire history. They have been checking off the boxes, laying the foundation ever since Jamie Gillis got here, and they started to become a very winning program at the elite level in their classification. And then we go to 4 classes, and now they start getting here to the state tournament, and they start making the Final Four, but they hadn't gotten over the hump. You saw yesterday the experience of this team in the glass house, getting into the Final Four, now getting over the hump into the state championship game. They just have to continue that trajectory. They got to play within themselves. They need Carolee Gilbert and Allie Gillis to be superstars. If they can get that, and then Callie Gilbert, these young guns, Callie Gilbert, the freshman, the sophomore Lauren Gillis. How about the performance she had a day ago? Getting the start in place of Tania Dirksen. She was huge against the size for Bartlett. They don't have to do anything outside themselves. Play within themselves, play the way they played the last 4 seasons. They play a typical Cookeville Lady Cavalier basketball game. They win the gold ball. That's a great spot to be in for Jamie Gillis' team.
It's so interesting. You're looking at a 4A state title game right now, and I'm looking out on the floor, and these two teams do not look like 4A basketball teams when you look out there on the floor. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers, just a mismatch nightmare out there against other teams, but Sevier County, also a mismatch nightmare on the other side. They have a little bit more length on that side, and Coach Gillis had a really interesting thing to say, I think, about that zone that they're going to face here in just a little bit. We'll get to that coming up in a little bit in our pregame talk, but these Lady Cavaliers mentioned it's their first ever trip here to the state championship game for Sevier County. They have played in a couple before. All the way back in 1965 was their first ever. They were runners-up that season, and then back in 2002 they won the 3A state title. So for a school, they have been here before, but obviously as players, it's their first ever chance. And for Sevier County, it's a fairly young ball club. They have one senior on the roster, and she doesn't play. She at least hasn't played here in the state tournament. They're led by a junior in Kalia Burden, who has had a tremendous tournament so far. 16 against Bradley Central, 16 more against Blackman as well. Not only is Cookeville going to have to deal with the zone defensively for Sevier County, they're going to have to figure out a way to slow down the junior guard.
Yeah, they absolutely are, and it's an interesting matchup. And kind of the theme of the week, if you've been listening to these broadcasts, is can teams defend Cookeville laterally? Page could pretty well. Cookeville was finally able to get into it in the second half. Bartlett could not. That's why Cookeville won the game. They were able to space out the floor and then beat them laterally on their drives to the hoop. Totally different, though, when you face a team that's going to play the zone that Sevier County did, because you don't have to play as much laterally, but you still do to a certain extent because of how good Cookeville is in the mid-range, how good Carolee Gilbert is off the dribble with those runners. Allie Gillis the same way. We saw Callie Gilbert do that yesterday. Can they, against the length, find enough soft spots when those quick first steps, they have to shoot the ball well from 3, but also those 10, 15-foot jumpers and runners. They do that, they can win, but on the other side, they got to play great defense. The good news is the length is not so much to where, like yesterday,
it's similar to Page.
There was absolutely no way when they got the ball in the low block anything was going to happen outside of a lucky miss, a basket, or a foul. It's not to that extent, but it is a matchup advantage for Sevier County. The question is, can Cookeville overcome that with their speed and quickness?
One thing to watch out for in this basketball game for the Lady Cavaliers, they played a very physical game a day ago. Tania Dirksen did not play. She was injured against Page. She's going to try to give it a go today. She is in the starting lineup, but going to be limited. We saw Carolee Gilbert come up limping a couple of times. Lauren Gillis took a shot to the face a couple of times in the basketball game. How is the health of the Lady Cavaliers in this game, and can they stay out of foul trouble here in this one? We're going to step aside and hear from head coach Jamie Gillis. When we return in the Rico pregame show, we'll have the starting lineups on the other side. It is the 4A state championship. Here's what head coach Jamie Gillis had to say from the Lady Cavaliers. Joined now by head coach Jamie Gillis of the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers basketball team as they get ready for the 4A state championship basketball game today against Sevier County. Coach, here into the state title game for the first time today and taking on a Sevier County team that defensively has been very, very stout in their couple of games here in the tournament. When you have looked at this team defensively especially, it's a weird zone they kind of play. What stands out to you, and how do you go about attacking this zone with your offense?
Well, it's really hard to kind of know what they're going to do against us, because every film I've watched, the team they're playing has post play that they have on the block, so that'll look a little bit different for us. I mean, we've seen zones all year long, and so we've got stuff that we run from it. So we're just gonna do what we do and not worry too much about what they're doing, and just try to play our game and put the ball in the basket when we're open.
Coach, your team got banged up yesterday. It was a physical basketball game. Obviously, no Tania Dirksen yesterday. Carolee Gilbert came up limping a couple of times. Lauren got hit in the mouth and stayed in there. What's the status of the team today? How are they feeling getting ready for the championship game?
Tania will still be very limited. Everybody else is good and ready to go. We're banged up. We did some ice baths last night. We've been doing a lot of therapy, so I don't think anything could keep them off the floor today.
And finally, Coach, what's the message to the team as you get ready for this state championship basketball game against Sevier County?
Just play our game. Do all the little things that got us here and play our game and hope for the best.
Head coach Jamie Gillis with the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers as they get set to take on Sevier County in the 4A state title game.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to the Glass House. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers getting set to take on Sevier County in the 4A state championship ball game. The Sevier County Bearettes 28-5 on the season. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers 30-4. I'm Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay here on Media Row. So glad to have you along on the main UCR Facebook page and the YouTube channel. Today's broadcast is presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial. This is the Rico pregame show. Let's bring you the starting lineups for both sides. First, the visitors on the scoreboard will be the Sevier County Bearettes at 28-5 on the season under head coach Jonathan Schultz in his 12th season at the helm of the program. Sophomore number 00 is Briley Valentine. Junior number 2 is Kalia Burden. She is the one to watch out for. Sophomore number 3 is Aubrey Thompson. Junior number 12 is Maggie Townsend. And a sophomore number 24 is Hannah Madison. Once again for the Bearettes, Hannah Madison, Maggie Townsend, Aubrey Thompson, Kalia Burden, and Briley Valentine. For the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers, they are 30-4 on the season. They will be the home team on the scoreboard today under head coach Jamie Gillis. Senior number 1 is Carolee Gilbert. Senior number 3 is Allie Gillis. Senior number 5 is Tania Dirksen. Sophomore number 11 is Sadie Garrett. And a senior number 30 is Charlie Roby. Once again, for the Lady Cavaliers, Carolee Gilbert, Allie Gillis, Tania Dirksen, Sadie Garrett, and Charlie Roby. Those are your starting lineups for both sides as we get ready for the 4A state championship basketball game here in Murfreesboro. So glad to have you along. Make sure you hit that share button on Facebook, comment along with us, and like the stream on both YouTube and Facebook. Boots on the ground in Murfreesboro. It is the final day for us in the first week of summer camp, as Noah likes to say. We'll be right back here on Wednesday next week at 12:45 for the Smith County Owls in the 2A state tournament. For these Lady Cavaliers, we heard from head coach Jamie Gillis before we went to break. I asked her about the zone. How do you attack? And she goes, honestly, I'm not really sure, because you look on the other side, the two teams that they had played before in Sevier County had post players, Bradley Central and Blackman. Cookeville doesn't have any post players. Does that change what Sevier County does defensively in this game?
It's going to be very interesting to see if it does. I would imagine they're going to start the same way they have and then adjust out of it if they have to. It's on Cookeville to try and make them adjust out of it. And listen, been an unbelievable week here in the Glass House. What a successful week we have had. But the one thing that's eluded the Upper Cumberland, the one thing that's eluded Cookeville High School, a state championship. It's time for a gold ball to come home to the Upper Cumberland. It's on the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers to get it done. 32 minutes to decide a champion in the state's biggest classification. It is go time for Jamie Gillis' team.
It is the third chance today for an Upper Cumberland school. The Lady Cavaliers in their home white uniforms moving from right to left. The Sevier County Barretts in their away purple uniforms moving from left to right. Here in the Murphy Center, I'm Jacob Vincent. That's Noah McKay. Madison McKay on scoreboard. Goose is out here. Ian's out here. Jonathan's out here as well. The whole UCR crew. Allie Gillis will get ready to tip up against Hannah Madison. And, of course, got to wait on TV to get it going here. The officials ready to go. It is definitely a Cookeville pro crowd here in Murfreesboro. The whole baseball team is in the student section over there behind their basket as well.
They're juiced up. It's time. It's been a long time coming for Cookeville High School. We got very close a couple of years ago with the boys. It's been the Lady Cavaliers who have been a dominant force in Class 4A. The only thing that's eluded them is the next 32 minutes. Let's get over the hump and win a championship.
We are ready for action. Official comes to center courts. Gillis and Madison up, and winning the tip are the Lady Cavaliers. They'll have the first possession of the basketball game as Carolee Gilbert has it. Tanaya Dirksen is on the floor, and they're just going to stop play. Let Tanaya Dirksen get the start. She will come off. So we're not going to see Tanaya Dirksen today. She limps her way off the floor, and Lauren Gillis will come on.
Sheer class by the official to stop it there. She does not have to. That is pure class, understanding what's happening. It became blatantly obvious and so good for Tanaya Dirksen. Hate that her season ended the way it did, but credit to everybody involved to get her on the floor one more time.
So the Lady Cavaliers do have the ball here in the corner. Allie Gillis tries the three. It's a little bit strong, and the rebound hauled in by the Barretts. An open look in the corner just does not go. 7:34 remaining here in the first. Sevier County's got the basketball for the first time on offense. Bringing it ahead is Thompson. Will drift to the right side against the man-to-man defense of the Lady Cavaliers. Here's Madison, top of the key. She is their post player up top. Will throw it left wing side to Townsend. Townsend surveys around. Now we'll try to drive inside. Madison, pretty good position. Fades away. Good defense by Garrett. A bad shot. And it's rebounded by Cookeville. They'll push with 7:11 to go in the first. Skip pass. Here's Roby on the left baseline. Gets inside. Right hand up. And just a little bit short. A short miss off the front side of the iron.
Two good looks early on for Cookeville. The quick ball movement going to be key against the zone.
Thompson, the sophomore point guard, brings it ahead for the Barretts. Drifts up to the right corner on the baseline. Now we'll throw inside. Madison in the post again. Trying to back down. Garrett gets it off to Burden in the post. She goes up and finishes. Kalia Burden has her first basket. And we've got an official stoppage. Something on the floor. And then we'll get that off. And we're back and ready for action. Burden has her first score. 16 against Bradley Central. 16 against Blackman as well.
You can tell the MO today for Sevier County, get it into their post with their two bigs that they have inside and try to go against Cookeville's undersized lineup.
2-0 start for Sevier County. They get into the zone. Gillis, an elbow jumper, will not go, and it's rebounded by Sevier County. Three good looks that haven't gone down for the Lady Cavaliers early on. Toss it ahead. Thompson has it here on the right wing. 6:25 remaining in the first quarter. Sevier County with a 2-0 lead. Burden being guarded by Gillis will toss off left side. This is Valentine now with the basketball. She brings it around. This is Townsend. Townsend with a right-handed dribble, bounces it into the high post. Madison trying to back down. Garrett has a right-handed dribble, goes up with the right hand off the underside of the backboard, and Cookeville's got the rebound. Lauren Gillis tosses ahead. Carolee Gilbert running the floor. Inside, left hand, no good off the window. Fighting for the rebound, rips it down. She is fouled, and this will be two free throws for Carolee Gilbert. Wrestles it away from the 6-foot player in front of her, and will have two shots at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
And again, very quick shots for Cookeville, but they're going to have to do that against this zone. It's a team that holds teams to low-scoring outputs. The only way to break through that is to score quickly. Cookeville's trying to, and now they're finally on the board.
So Carolee Gilbert gets on the board, has been the leading scorer for these Lady Cavaliers here in the postseason, both in the quarterfinal and semifinal rounds. She had 24 yesterday against Bartlett. Her second free throw is on the way, and it rattles out no good. It pops out. So she splits a pair at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line as the Bearettes will bring it ahead. Here's Townsend on the right wing, tosses around the top of the perimeter. Burton catches top of the key. Burton will give it back to Townsend, defended by Lauren Gillis with 5:45 remaining here in the opening quarter. Madison, the post player, catches up top for the Bearettes. Burton trying to drive on Gillis, takes it inside, is blocked, but a foul is called, and that'll be the first on Allie Gillis. It'll be 2 shots for Kalia Burton at the stripe.
Yeah, she got a lot of arm on that one. That's a pretty easy call for the official to make, and now Cookeville will hope for a missed free throw like they had on the other end. And, you know, for Lauren Gillis, she's had a couple of really nice stops defensively and against the post compared to what she had to face yesterday. It's not that big of a size disadvantage. It's there, but nowhere near as large.
The official passed the basketball to Burton. I think she had her head turned and it went behind her, so they had to reset it. She's got 2 free throws on the way. Her right shoulder taped up pretty heavily here in this basketball game.
It's been a war of attrition a little bit in this 4A tournament. A lot of banged-up bodies. Cookeville obviously has it with Tanaya Dirksen out. We mentioned Carolee Gilbert, who looks okay today, a little bit limp yesterday.
Her second free throw is good after she missed the first. She splits a pair. She got all 3 for the Bearettes. It's 3-1. Cookeville basketball, 5:35 to play here in the first. Here's Roby out top on the left side, up against the Sevier County zone defense. Around to Gillis on the right wing, skip past Carolee left side, looks at the defense, and now will back it up with a right-handed dribble and toss off to Roby. It's kind of a 1-2-2, 3-2 hybrid zone, it looks like, when you're looking at it offensively. Lauren Gillis has it, almost ripped away, and passes off to her sister Allie. Skip past Carolee. And the guards just kind of tossing around the top of the perimeter right now. Now Roby's got it in the left corner. And back up top to Allie Gillis. And Cookeville just being patient here on offense. Now Roby penetrates out to Carolee. 3 ball from the left wing is good. Carolee knocks it down. A Whitetail Properties 3, and Cookeville leads 4-3.
Pregame, we said threes were going to be huge. Carolee gets the party started.
Back the other way, Thompson with the basketball, gets it into the corner. 4:45 remaining here in this first. Thompson picks up and gives to Burton at the elbow. A shot fake, she traveled. It's a turnover by Sevier County. Cookeville basketball, 4:41 to go in the first, and we've reached our first media timeout. 4-3, Cookeville leads early on here in the 4A state championship game. It's presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial, and you're listening to it on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Box Drop Cookeville is the easiest way to buy an affordable mattress, specializing in clearance and closeouts directly from the manufacturers. They're able to pass huge savings onto you. Make an appointment to see their warehouse full of selections including big-name hybrid and memory foam alongside traditional springs that are among some of the coolest to touch mattresses on the market. Call Brandon Lane at 931-349-7066 to make your appointment today. Box Drop Cookeville has been proud to serve Cookeville since 2018.
Back here in Murfreesboro, Jacob Vincent joined by Noah McKay for today's broadcast of the 4A State Championship game. It's presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial. Upper Cumberland Commercial offers expert day-to-day operations of profitable investment real estate for owners that prioritize income-producing assets. Call Upper Cumberland Commercial at 931-284-9098 to learn more about how they can make and save their clients money every single day. 4:41 to play here in the first quarter. It's the first media timeout, and the Lady Cavaliers lead it 4-3. We expected this game to be a lower scoring game. That's what Sevier County does. Carolee Gilbert hits a deep three to put the Cavaliers on top. They have the basketball here out of the timeout.
It maybe hasn't been as big of a story this year as it has in years past, but don't forget, Cookeville could get in here and play some defense. They could get into their man-to-man and lock teams down, and they have done that over the past few years with this senior group. So they're different styles of defense, but that's okay. And Cookeville's made a big shot with Carolee Gilbert. See if that settles her in and gets them going.
They only allow 43 a game to their opponents this season. Here is Carolee Gilbert with the basketball on offense. Skips it over to Sadie Garrett. Has it deflected out of bounds, and it is going to Sevier County. They tried to force the pass to Garrett at the free throw line. Couldn't haul it in, and it goes out of bounds. So in a turnover by Cookeville, the Bearcats have the basketball back again.
They're going to make turnovers because people are not in positions they usually are defensively. You just got to keep playing.
Thompson brings it ahead here for the Bearcats. The sophomore guard will toss off. This is now Valentine with the basketball, another sophomore. It's a young squad in this Sevier County team. As they throw it in the corner to Burden. She'll bring it around top of the key. Valentine defended by Gillis in that man-to-man defense for Cookeville. Stolen away by Allie Gillis, but cannot keep it in bounds. She jumped the pass, but couldn't quite take it to the other side. Lauren Gillis will check in, or beg your pardon, Callie Gilbert will check in here for Sadie Garrett for the Lady Cavaliers. 4:03 remaining here in this opening quarter. It's a 4-3 start for Cookeville. Sevier County with the basketball. They inbound from the far sideline. Hand off here to Burton, top of the key. Burton with a right-handed dribble, looking underneath, trying to get it into Madison. Backs it up. 3:53 remaining here in the opening quarter. It's a handoff to Thompson. Will bring it around the perimeter. Now picked up by Gillis. Lauren Gillis again defending the post inside and doing a great job. She did great yesterday against a very tall Bartlett team. Here is Thompson now with the basketball, being defended by Allie Gillis tightly. Trying to drive on her, gets inside the lane, kicks it out on the wing. Valentine now penetrates, runs into her own team. The left-handed shot, no good. Burton, the offensive board, is fouled on the putback attempt, and Lauren Gillis is tagged with a personal.
Yeah, and Gillis had pretty good positioning, but got beat to the spot by Burton, and then Burton on the putback just got hit across the arm, so making her earn it. But with no Tanaya Dirksen, Lauren Gillis staying out of foul trouble will be very important today for the Cavaliers.
Now, I mentioned Tanaya Dirksen. She got her ankle rolled up on pretty good against Page. Missed a good portion of that Page game as Burton is no good on that first free throw attempt. She did not play against Bartlett. She started here, but then came out immediately. And
they are shortlisted in the student section.
Yeah, Brody Parsons, one of them from the Cavaliers. She splits a pair again. Burton's got 4, and we are tied at 4. 3:24 remaining here in the first quarter of the 4A state title game. Roby tosses to Gilbert on the right wing. She'll bring it around the perimeter and hand to Roby again, top of the key. Up against the zone defense of the Bearettes. Gilbert gives to Roby on the left wing, and right back to Gilbert between the circles on the MT logo. Here's a handoff to Allie Gillis, a bounce pass into the corner to Lauren, trying to drive baseline now in a double team, falling out of bounds, and she will be fouled. They're going to call a push on Sevier County.
It's a foul. Sevier County not happy about it. They pushed her. The trap, they had her actually in a pretty good spot defensively, and then they just kept stepping forward. It's an easy call for the official to make.
It goes on Maggie Townsend. Inbound Gilbert, top of the key, driving. Free throw line jumper off the window, no.
Oh, no.
And now Carolee Gilbert's ankle in some trouble. They're going to stop play, and she is not putting any pressure on her left ankle.
Just take a seat, Carolee.
She needs help. And in some pain right in front of us. We're going to step aside. 4-4, 2:57 to go in the first. Back after this on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this brand new construction on the Caney Fork River in Sparta. This home sits on 1.6 acres with 190 feet of river frontage and boasts 2,300 square feet of living space with a spacious 2-car garage. Enjoy the river views from your beautiful expanded covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Surfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-15.
Back here in the Murphy Center, Carolee Gilbert helped off the floor, being tended to by the trainers. Now off to our left. Didn't put any pressure on her left ankle. Her right ankle is the one that has a brace on it. That's the one she was a little bit ginger on yesterday. So she is off the floor. Lady Cavaliers down another starter now to start this basketball game. 2:46 to go in the first. How about the defense here from Sadie Garrett, as getting away from her is Townsend with the basketball. Poke from behind. Gillis almost took it away, but it is still in the hands of Burden. She'll give off top of the key. Townsend drives inside into the defense. That one will go. Got the roll off the window. And Maggie Townsend has her first basket of the ball game. 6-4. Sevier County leads. 2:25 to go here in the first. Gillis will have it here on offense for Cookeville. No Carolee Gilbert on the floor. Callie Gilbert's out there. She flies it and connects. The freshman hits the Whitetail Properties three, and Cookeville back on top by one.
Next man up, Callie Gilbert going to play a huge role with no Carolee. She steps out, hits a big three, Lady Cavs in front.
2:05 to go here in this first quarter. It's an entry pass to Madison at the free throw line for the Bearettes. She faces up and hands off. That was a travel. They got away with it. Thompson trying to drive to the baseline, cut off by Roby. Now back out to Burden, being defended by Allie Gillis. Will get a screen. Burden is going to back it up with a right-handed dribble. Burden plays as a guard, but a very lengthy guard, a very talented player. Top of the key pass now for Madison. Burden in the post, defended by Gillis. Goes up and finishes. Smartly there, Allie Gillis just stays straight up. Doesn't commit the foul. It's the 6 point of the contest for Burden. Now up ahead, Lauren Gillis in the corner. Drives baseline floater. Short, no good. And it's rebounded by Sevier County. 1:25 to go here in the first. Sevier County basketball leading by one. Thompson on the right wing. Dribbles with the right hand. Tosses to Burden, top of the key. Looks inside, clearing out is Madison. Now Burton looks to the sideline as Coach Schultz will bark out the play call. 1:10 to go here in the first. Give it back to Thompson now on the right side. Up against this man-to-man defense of the Lady Cavaliers. Burton in the post, got position, and is going to be fouled by Allie Gillis. That is number 2. And with Carolee Gilbert and Tania Dirksen already off the floor in injuries, that's now 2 personals on Allie Gillis. There's nobody else to go to on the bench.
They're going to leave her on the floor. I mean, it's Morgan Davis who's coming next. If it's Cookeville, she hit a big 3 yesterday, but the one thing Cookeville cannot have, with no Tania, with no Carolee, who's still getting worked on, they cannot get into foul trouble. Allie Gillis has to let them score before she commits another foul.
Addison Brewer checks in for the first time for Sevier County. Burton drives, and how about Charlie Roby? Ties up the basketball on the way through the lane yet again. It's a jump ball. It stays with Sevier County underneath, 57.5. And here comes Morgan Davis to the scores table. Not able to check in, though, before the ball is inbounded. Burden will inbound from the right baseline, bounces into Madison in the post and missed it off the window. Got her own rebound, back up and good on the second try.
And it's Allie Gillis is getting switched off against her, and all she can do is go straight up. It's absolutely the correct move for Allie. You give up the 2, but you stay in the game.
The score's not right on, or it's 8-7. It says
10-7.
Yeah, that's right. 10-7. There it is. They got it right now. 39 seconds to play here on the first quarter. Gillis on the left wing, crosses over, penetrates into the corner. Garrett will try the 3. Garrett is good. These Lady Cavs have come to shoot today. Another Whitetail Properties 3, and we're tied again at 10. 23 seconds to go in the opening frame. Townsend's got it on the left wing. Throws top of the key for Burden, down to 18 seconds. Throw it right side now, Brewer with the basketball. Swings it around Madison. Inside, Burden got position, lost it, and out of bounds. Gillis couldn't quite save it back into a teammate. It'll stay with Sevier County. They'll inbound on the far sideline in front of the Cookeville bench with 9.4 seconds as Morgan Davis enters for Allie Gillis.
It's a smart play. Allie's going after the ball, but if she lets it go, it's going to be Cookeville basketball. The Lady Cavs are flying around the floor right now, playing shorthanded.
Sevier County inbounds. Thompson has it with 7 seconds on the timer, being defended by Davis. Thompson with a right-handed dribble down to 3 seconds, throws to Brewer. Puts it up with the right hand. It's no good. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. A tightly contested one. A shorthanded Lady Cavalier team. It's 10-10 in the 4A state championship. It's presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential, multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, has been supporting student athletes in the Upper Cumberland area since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookeville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here in the Murphy Center in the Glass House, I'm Jacob Vincent. That's Noah McKay. It is the 4A State Championship. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers taking on the Sevier County Bearets on the final day. Championship Saturday here in Murfreesboro, 10-10 after the first. Now, some not good news. Carolee Gilbert did go down with an injury. Her left ankle, the one that doesn't have a brace on it, and she went down hard. She was in some serious pain, did not put any pressure on as she was helped off the floor. Still getting worked on right off to our left right now. They have it very much taped up, and then they're putting a brace on top of it. She's going to try to give it a go, but we saw this with Tania Dirksen a couple of days ago against Page. She tried to do the same thing and could not return, did not play yesterday, and is not playing today. Already down one starter with Tania Dirksen. They really need Carolee Gilbert to at least be able to give it a go.
They really do, and they are taping the daylights out of it, putting a brace on it on the training table. We'll see if she can return. She is as tough as they come. If there's a chance she can play, she's going to play, but in the meantime, Cookeville has to get some young guns going nuts, and Allie Gillis has to stay out of foul trouble as she'll start on the bench here in the second quarter.
She starts on the bench with 2 personal fouls, and it's a turnover by Charlie Roby. Burden takes it away. She'll keep it. Bounce pass off to her teammate, and it's up and in for 2 to open up the second quarter as Thompson puts it in from the left side.
This really hurts your defense if you're Cookeville because you're so concerned about the fouls, but you cannot gift them just a giveaway offensively.
Here's Morgan Davis now in a double team with the basketball. Steps through, and a jump ball is called.
I have a question.
How?
Isn't a jump ball simultaneous possession of the basketball?
You would think.
How is it a jump ball if all they're grabbing is
arms? It was
arms?
either a travel or a foul. One of the two. One a jump ball, but it's Sevier County ball. 7:24 to play here in the second. 12-10 lead for Sevier County. They get it to Madison. It's a high-low, down-low to Burden, and she gets it to go off the window inside. They've got the size advantage. It's not a huge size advantage, but it's a little one. They're able to use it that time. 14-10 and a turnover almost. Lauren Gillis able to keep it for the Lady Cavaliers. Tosses to Gilbert on the right wing. Callie driving baseline cut off, and she's fouled. A push called. This one's going on Brewer. Her first. Team's first here in the second quarter.
What?
So Carolee Gilbert is off the trainer's table, by the way, trying to warm it up. Allie Gillis coming back in.
They changed it.
Okay.
First, he reported it on who it was not on. It was definitely on Brewer, not Madison.
Allie Gillis is back into the basketball game now for the Lady Cavaliers. They need some kind of senior presence out there to try to calm it down as Davis came off. Here's Lauren Gillis with the basketball. Bounces off to Allie right side. 2 defenders in front of her. Now Roby out on top of the perimeter as the defense flies out to her. Here's Allie Gillis again. Jabs, bounces, Roby, right wing, back to Gillis, top of the key. Gillis is just going to fly it away. It's a little bit short off the front of the iron. Fight for the rebound, down to Lauren, back up, no. And Madison has it stripped free again. It's loose on the ground. A fight for the basketball. A jump ball is called, and it'll stay with the Lady Cavaliers underneath. And I mentioned Carolee Gilbert off the trainer's table. She's trying to stretch it out and warm up down in the tunnel off to our left. So she is trying to get back out there. The leading scorer here in the postseason for the Lady Cavaliers, at least in the state tournaments. 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. Inbound, Allie Gillis in the paint, goes up with the right hand, cannot get the finish. Rebound down, Burden's got it for Sevier County. She'll bring it ahead in a 14-10 lead. 6:25 to go in the second. On the left wing with the basketball is Thompson, gives to Burden. Burden, she can hit it from out there. It doesn't take a lot of them. Now driving, Burden bounces off, open look, and up and in from the left wing for Hannah Madison.
It was just great action, a high ball screen set, and Callie Gilbert ran face first into it, and it allowed a wide open lane for Burden to go through.
Carolee Gilbert is back at the Cookeville bench, but walking with a noticeable limp as Charlie Roby is going to be fouled as she tries to drive through the lane. And this one is called on the freshman Maddie Hawkins, who that was actually her basket on that last possession, not Madison. So Carolee Gilbert is back at the head of the bench right now. She's now got 2 ankle braces on and extremely taped up on that left ankle. Inbound here to Callie Gilbert. Cookeville with the basketball. Jumper on the way from Gilbert is too strong off the window, and it's rebounded by Sevier County. Cookeville scoreless so far here in the second quarter. Sevier County with the ball on a run, and a foul on the way to the basket. Thompson is fouled by Callie Gilbert. So Gilbert picks up her first personal, and going to the stripe is going to be Aubrey Thompson for 2 tries.
And it was a foul. At that time, Callie trying to go up straight, but just leaned forward a little bit. It was a good job to create the contact by the Bearette as she laid it in. And right now, Cookeville, this is insane.
Here comes Carolee Gilbert back into the basketball game, and she's going to get a round of applause. And walking with a noticeable limp, but she is back out there and back into the game. Second free throw by Thompson is good. She goes 2 for 2 with the stripe. She's got 4 points. It's an 18-10 lead for Sevier County, but Carolee Gilbert is back in. 5:38 to go in the second. Here is Carolee. Bounces back to Roby. Roby out near the half-court line. Throws to Allie Gillis. Right wing pass now into the hands of Callie. Around to Carolee. She catches. Skip pass. Callie on the right side. Fires the 3. It is just a little bit strong. And it's rebounded by Sevier County. 18-10 the advantage for the Bearettes. Cookeville looking for a stop. 5:17 to play here in the second quarter. Burden has it on the top of the perimeter, drifting right side, going to hand it off. A hard screen set by Burden, driving to the basket, and a backdoor cut is picked off by Allie Gillis, and a turnover. Charlie Roby with the basketball now. Cookeville pushes ahead. Roby in the lane, drives inside, right hand, won't fall, but she is fouled, and it will be 2 shots at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for Charlie Roby.
I'm going to say something that may sound like blasphemy, but when you consider the matchup and the injuries, Cookeville may be forced into going to a little bit of zone on the defensive end. They don't play it often, but they have it there.
They have before.
They may be forced into it a little bit because all the offense is high ball screen, drive to the lane, and either get to the line, which is a big problem with the fouls, or they finish. So after a missed free throw, I'm imagining that thought is going through Jamie Gillis' head over on the sideline.
It's not a bad idea. It's a team that has played zone, especially in years past, and it is a very good zone. Roby misses a pair at the stripe. Rare 2 misses in a row for Charlie Roby, and the Cavaliers still scoreless here in the second frame. It's 18-10. 4:53 to go. Here's Burden at the right elbow, defended by Gillis, playing with 2 fouls. Burden sizing her up on the right wing, backs it up, now directing traffic. Carolee Gilbert getting pushed around down low in the post.
She's on one leg. I mean, she can barely move.
Still defending hard. Thompson trying to cross over on Roby, gets some penetration and now hands it off, and it's turned over. Allie Gillis gets another steal, races to the other side. She is fouled, and it'll be 2 shots on the way for Allie Gillis from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
This is one of the toughest young ladies I've ever seen.
I mean, she literally is playing on one leg right now.
It's a great play, by the way, by Allie Gillis. I mean, to get the steal, it's back-to-back steals for her. Gets down, gets to the line. Then they got to start converting at the line. Just 1 for 4 so far. That won't get it done. Now 1 for 5 as that's another miss.
They've missed 4 straight free throws. Carolee hit her first. Since then, 4 misses in a row at the line. Foul was whistled on Gemma Osborne, her first. Second free throw, finally good. That's the first point of the second quarter for the Lady Cavaliers, and it brings us to the media timeout in the second quarter. 4:29 to go and some work to be done for Cookeville. 18-11 they trail. You're listening to the Class 4A State Championship presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
(18-11) the lead for Sevier County with 4:29 remaining here in the second quarter. Back after this media timeout. Sorry. Noah taps me on the shoulder and tells me to point to my left because the Sevier County student section is holding a leftover poster of Coach Michael Dodgen. It doesn't say Coach Michael Dodgen on it. And he's
in a crown.
He's in a crown. It's an AI generated. It's tremendous. But Sevier County, of course, he is from the area.
There's a lot of AI in the building.
He's from Sevier County.
There's a lot of AI in the building in this.
It's
today.
hilarious.
Hey, we've been here all week, Jacob.
We have been here all week. Every single game involving Upper Cumberland teams, and there have been a lot of them. Lady Cavaliers trying to get back into this game. Carolee Gilbert still out on the floor playing on 1.5 legs right now. 4:21 remaining in the second quarter. Madison has it down low in the post for Sevier County. She turns around and misses. It's rebounded by Charlie Roby. They've got the basketball. Roby on the run, in transition, inside, right hand, good. First field goal of the second quarter. Charlie Roby gets it. And it's a 5-point game. 18-13, 4 minutes remaining here in the second frame.
It's a great job by Charlie because they sealed off both ends.
Steal by Sadie Garrett, trying to get the basketball, diving on the ground, and it's going to be a foul whistled on Sevier County. And it's going on Townsend. And that's the right call, but I think it happened about a few seconds before he actually blew the whistle. So it's going to be Cookeville basketball with 3:57 remaining here in the second. 18-13 is the lead for Sevier County. Cookeville ball. And it's going to be 2 shots here for Sadie Garrett at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. This is how they can get back into this game.
I was saying, it was a great play by Charlie Roby in transition off the rebound. The Bearettes sealed off at the right and left side, so she just went right up the middle. Little runner. Usually you see them try to go off the glass, but they have got to get it together at the free throw line.
Another miss at the stripe. Sadie Garrett will have one more with 3:57 remaining here in the second. Second free throw is again too strong. Both off the heel for a team that shoots about 65%. 18-13, the lead for Sevier County. Burden across the timeline, setting up the offense, dribbling with the right hand, hands off. Townsend gives to Thompson on the top of the perimeter. Will give back left side. Here's Burden again. Burden crosses over, jumps down low. Madison got good position, missed the shot. Rebound fought for. Burden brings it down, and she is fouled. And it's going to be called on Callie Gilbert underneath. At least it better be. It goes on Gilbert inside. It's her second now. And the Cookeville fans don't like it either. But she had the position on the rebound and got fouled on the way back up by the freshman. And at the line, and now Burden misses another free throw. She has been on the line 3 times and has missed the front end each time.
Yeah, we got to look at the replay there. Callie got it clean up top. A lot of body contact there. It's a foul.
So Allie Gillis comes off, gets a break with those 2 personal fouls. Second free throw by Burden is good. She has split a pair each time. She's already got 9 points here in the first half. 3.5 minutes remaining. 19-13 lead for Sevier County. Here's Callie Gilbert in the front court, skips it around. Lauren Gillis catches the pass. Gillis puts it on the deck, swings it over here to Carolee Gilbert on the left side. Dribbles with the right hand. She picks up, looking around, finds Charlie Roby. Roby with the basketball, defended by Townsend, gets past her and bounces to Callie in the corner. Now trying to get out of the double team, brings it to the half-court line and gives to Lauren Gillis at the free throw line. Kick out to Roby, driving baseline, steps through, right hand blocked by Madison, and takes it away. Sevier County ball. Now up ahead, Townsend drives inside. Townsend left-handed shot off the window, too strong. It's rebounded by Garrett. Cookeville's got the basketball. They're on the run. Callie Gilbert races ahead, steps through. Gilbert left hand, cannot get the finish. She wanted the foul and not going to get it. Now Sevier County back the other way. Thompson on the run. Takes it inside, the mid-range jumper, no good. And it's rebounded by the Lady Cavs. Callie will toss it ahead to Carolee. She stops, looks, back to Callie.
Bang.
Here's Carolee. Doesn't fly the 3 from the right wing. Picks up her dribble, steps through a double team, and she traveled. And you heard Noah. Carolee had a chance to fire away the 3. Was actually really surprised she didn't.
She was open.
She was. And again, she is hurting. She is not putting really any pressure at all on that left ankle. Now they're going to try to go after her defensively. Sevier County with the basketball. Madison at the free throw line takes a deep two. It is off the heel and no good. A rebound by Burden, trying to go back up. And a foul is whistled on Cookeville on the floor on Carolee Gilbert. So Carolee will pick up the foul. It's her first. It is the team's fourth. And Sevier County will inbound with 2:13 remaining here in the second quarter underneath. Morgan Davis and Allie Gillis are back in, and the Gilberts will head to the bench. Inbounding the basketball, Townsend tosses up top to Burden, being defended by Davis. Big defensive assignment here for the sophomore. Right side pass now for Thompson as they try to set up the offense. Madison catches top of the key, high-low, down to Burden, goes up, and got it to go. Off the back of the iron and fell through. Really good defense by Davis, but a better finish by Burden. Now Gillis on the run, right hand off the window, could not get the roll on the other end. It's out of bounds, and it's going to Sevier County.
You get it on one end, just an impossible shot that goes through it. On the other, a really good look for Allie. Doesn't go. It's kind of the story of the first half so far.
1:44 to go here in the second quarter. 21-13 is the lead for Sevier County. Some pressure here for the Lady Cavs. They barely bring it across, does Sevier County, into the front court. Thompson traveled and got away with it. Toss it into the corner now. Townsend has the basketball. Burden catches the post entry, goes up with the right hand and missed it. And a late whistle, and they called the foul. It may have been a foul, but you got to blow the whistle when the contact happens, and that's what gets the jeers from the Cavalier faithful. And Burden is at the line for the fourth time here in the first half.
Well, you talked about Burden in pregame, and she is a gigantic problem. She's 4 or 5 from the floor, only 3 or 6 from the line, 11 points. Cookeville has 13 as a team. They just are not matching up with her right now, and unlike Bartlett's size yesterday, Burden, very athletic with her moves. She can dribble in. She can spin off the block. She can finish in different ways. She's a big problem for Cookeville.
22-13, biggest lead of the first half for Sevier County after the make at the line. Second free throw on the way. That one's good. It's the first time that Burden has made both. She's had a big first half. 7 points in the quarter, 13 in the first half, and a foul whistled here on Thompson. That's her second. And it's going to be 2 shots at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for Allie Gillis now.
Yeah, if Cookeville's going to win this game, it's got to be Allie Gillis going nuclear because of the injury to Carolee Gilbert. And really, they're going to need Charlie Roby to start scoring. She usually plays the distributor role. She's going to have to step up in a big way. But listen, they are going to lose this game if they can't make free throws. They're now 2 of 9 at the stripe. Period. I mean, that's 7 points. It'd be a 3-point game if they make their free throws.
Yeah, they've been to the line quite a bit. Just have not been able to convert. Second free throw is no good. Another miss. They are shooting 20% from the stripe in the first half. Thompson brings it across the timeline, defended tightly by Gillis with 1:13 remaining here in a 10-point ball game in the second quarter. Thompson defended tightly, got it to Burden. Top of the key, double team comes. Burden gives right back, Brewer into the corner. Thompson catches. Drives, picks up, Burden in the post, catches the pass, steps through, left hand, no good that time, fighting for the rebound. Burden somehow pulls it down, out to Thompson, blocked by Gillis, pushes out in front. Gillis by herself, creates the separation, cannot get the shot to go. And now Sevier County back at the other end. Burden on the run out, puts it in for 2.
Very tough sequence for Cookeville. You got a great block, but couldn't get the lay on the other end, and now they are rolling downhill, and Cookeville is very much out of sorts.
Gillis in a tough spot, in a double team, picks up, able to get out of it. 27 seconds remaining here in the half. Into the corner it goes. Davis fires the 3. It's short. Rebound, out of bounds, is going to Sevier County. 25-13 is the lead for Sevier County with 20 seconds remaining here in the first half.
This Sevier County team is as good of a defensive team as I've watched this season. It is a suffocating, straight-jacket, boa constrictor defense, and they've got Cookeville all out of sorts, and obviously it's very different without number 1 on the floor for Cookeville.
Yeah, definitely not a 100% Cookeville team. They won the game yesterday without being 100%. Thompson on the right wing, going to be fouled by Callie Gilbert on a hand check up top, and that's going to put her at the line for 2 with double bonus free throws. That is also the 3rd personal foul on Callie Gilbert. So Carolee Gilbert hobbled, goes to the scorer's table and going to check in for her younger sister with 8.1 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And at the line is Thompson for 2 tries. Her first is good.
They're 8 of 11 at the line. Cookeville's 2 of 10. That's your
So
ball
it's
game.
Pretty stark difference.
And when you are hobbled, the margin for error on other things disappears. Fortunately, it's only been on 13 when you shoot like that at the stripe.
Second free throw good. It's been a big second quarter. This game was tied 10-all at the end of the first. It's 17-3 here in the second. 7 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Roby across the timeline. Tosses right side. Carolee Gilbert fakes. Looking around. Lost the basketball and cannot get the shot away in time. We have reached halftime. And a lot of work to be done for the Lady Cavaliers in the 4A state championship. 27-13. Sevier County leads it. We're going to take a break and then bring it back with a Happy Hiller halftime show in a little while as you listen to the 4A State Championship presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee-Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
We provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Box Drop Cookeville is the easiest way to buy an affordable mattress, specializing in clearance and closeouts directly from the manufacturers. They're able to pass huge savings on to you. Make an appointment to see their warehouse full of selections including big-name hybrid and memory foam alongside traditional springs that are among some of the coolest to touch mattresses on the market. Call Brandon Lane at 931-349-7066 to make your appointment today. Box Drop Cookeville has been proud to serve Cookeville since 2018. Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this brand new construction on the Caney Fork River in Sparta. This home sits on 1.6 acres with 190 feet of river frontage and boasts 2,300 square feet of living space with a spacious 2-car garage. Enjoy the river views from your beautiful expanded covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential, multifamily, land and farms, commercial, and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, has been supporting student athletes in the Upper Cumberland area since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookeville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back to the Murphy Center here at halftime. Our halftime score 27-13 in favor of Sevier County over Cookeville in the 4A state championship game. I'm Jacob Vincent. That's Noah McKay. This is the Happy Hiller halftime show. Visit happyhiller.com for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. Well, the Lady Cavaliers were shorthanded coming into this game. No Tania Dirksen today. She did get the start, but it was more of the, you're a senior, you're going to get on the floor, and then they blow the whistle and able to come off. And then after that, Carolee Gilbert very early on also goes down with an injury. She comes off the floor, gets taped up. She's back out there, but very, very hobbled out on the floor. And so she has been very limited in the first half. And outside of all that, this Sevier County defense is legit. 13 points for Cookeville in the first half. They are 4 of 20 from the field. A lot of rushed shots in transition because they want to beat the zone. Haven't been able to get them to the fall. And then outside of that, Lady Cavaliers are 2 for 10 from the Sonia Brown with American Oil Real Estate free throw line in the first half.
Yeah, and listen, first of all, Sevier County is good enough to where if Cookeville was full strength, it would be a big challenge for them. Cookeville obviously not at full strength. Down a starter and a half because if even Carolee Gilbert, I can't even imagine how she's walking. I mean, it looks like painful for her to take even a step, let alone play in a state championship game. And I look at this stat sheet, Jacob, and a few things really jump out to you. Sevier County did not take a three in the first half, and they didn't have to because they have dominated the glass, 22 rebounds to 10. If you get doubled up in the rebounding department, you lose. Any level of basketball, that is 100% of the time, even though it's only 5 offensive rebounds to 3, it is one and done virtually every time down the floor for Cookeville. And you cannot go 2 of 10 at the line.
Yeah.
You just can't. And shorthanded or not shorthanded, 2 of 10 at the line, you can't get it done. If you put those 8 points on the board for Cookeville, it's a single-digit game, and we're having a very different conversation in a 6-point gap. So they got to continue to try and get to the line and then convert. It's that simple. If they don't convert at the line in the second half, they don't have a chance of a comeback. They do. They can start to build some things. Allie Gillis obviously is going to play a gigantic role in the absence of Tania Dirksen. And in the absence of a full-strength Carolee Gilbert, only 1 point in that first half for Allie. And then they need Charlie Roby. She's been in distributor mode with all the weapons around her, but now with less weapons around, can the senior Johnson University signee Charlie Roby find that offensive game when it comes to shooting the basketball and getting inside? She had the nice runner in transition off the steal. Cookeville has turned them over a few times, especially when they get Allie Gillis or Charlie Roby at the top of the defense. And then somebody else is going to have to hit threes. And it likely is going to have to be somebody like a Callie Gilbert. If Callie can hit a three or two, that helps open it up. First few minutes of this half are going to be critical because, listen, this is reality. We've seen this in this tournament, Jacob. 27 points is not assured. And it's 27-13 right now. Sevier County can absolutely hold a team below 27 points. Cookeville's going to have to jumpstart something here in a hurry and put some pressure on Sevier County so they can't just play free and relaxed here in the state championship game.
Well, not a good sign. We have not seen Carolee Gilbert come out of the halftime locker room yet. The Lady Cavaliers have exited except for Carolee Gilbert. So we'll keep an eye on her. And the body language not great right now for Cookeville coming out here out of the halftime locker room. Obviously, you want to be full strength and you want to be in this basketball game and taking on a defense in Sevier County. Down by 14 points right now. It is a very, very tall task. For Sevier County, they got 27 points, 15 of them from Kalia Burden. She has been great. 15 points on 5 of 7 shooting, 8 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds. She's got 2 assists and 2 steals. She's having a Shelby Jordan performance so far here in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to get much better. She almost had a double-double in the first half. And I mentioned, different than the bigs yesterday who were just in the low block, not really spacing the floor. She's able to space the floor, and they've been able to isolate mismatches. Again, I brought it up earlier. I'm really curious to see if Cookeville goes zone. They don't play zone very often.
Well, if Carolee Gilbert's not coming out of the halftime locker room, they're going to have to.
They just don't match up right now without Tanaya and without Carolee, and she still has not come out of the locker room. I think the writing pretty much on the wall, and you're right, the body language for Cookeville is not good.
No, they
at all.
Most of them came out jogging, and then there are a few players behind just kind of walking their way onto the floor. So the headspace not in a great spot right now for these Lady Cavaliers. So they're going to try to get that righted. And it's a Cookeville pro crowd. We kind of talked about that in the pregame. They got a great crowd on hand, but they need something to cheer for, and they need something early in the second half, especially down by 14 points. You need a big shot. You need a couple of turnovers and some big shots on the other end to cut this lead. You got to get it at least within 10, it feels like, to at least make yourself feel like you have a chance coming up here in the second half.
And we saw White County. I know it wasn't the result they wanted, but they answered. They were down 11 early in the second half, and they got the run. They got the 4-point play. You just need one momentum-shifting play to change everything in the gym. 14 points is far from insurmountable. It feels more like that when you put the circumstances together, and look who just ran out of this locker room. Carolee Gilbert emerges out of the tunnel, going right over to grab a basketball. It looks like she got taped up again.
I was going to say, I don't think she can move her ankle. There's so much tape and brace on that left ankle right now. Her right ankle is already ginger. She's got a brace on that one, and she just took a jump shot, and when she landed, she didn't even put any pressure on her left foot. But she is back out there on the floor, and that is good to see for Carolee Gilbert and the Lady Cavaliers. Again, not anywhere close to 100%, maybe not even close to 50%, but she's going to be out here and playing in the second half, so that is good to see for the Lady Cavaliers, but obviously some work to be done. We had a 27-13 disadvantage before they start the second half of action here in this 4A state championship game. Once again, today's broadcast is presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial. We appreciate them for being the presenting sponsor of the broadcast today in the 4A state title game. They offer expert day-to-day operations of profitable investment real estate for owners that prioritize income-producing assets. Call Upper Cumberland Commercial at 931-284-9098 to learn more. We'll take one more break. Second half is on the other side. This has been the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. 27-13, Sevier County leads Cookeville in the 4A state championship game. It's on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear DJ say so.
Call Laminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
SwallowsInsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
It's ready for the second half here in the Murphy Center. 27-13 is the lead for Sevier County. Jacob Vincent, Noah McKay here for UCR live on the Facebook page and YouTube channel. Today's broadcast is presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial. Lady Cavaliers going to have to mount a big comeback. They're down by 14 points here at halftime. This is what Sevier County has done here in the postseason and here in this state tournament. They did it against Bradley Central, a little bit closer against Blackman, but still got the win in the end by 8 points, 34-26 yesterday. And they got to figure out a way to slow down Kalia Burden as well. So they got to do a lot of things to get back into this game.
A lot of things indeed, and the reality is it has to be a completely different second half than the first half was, or Cookeville's in big trouble. So we'll see very early what kind of adjustments they made as they try to gut it out. Next man up mentality. No Tanaya Dirksen, Carolee Gilbert extremely hobbled, but you knew, number one, if she could, she was going to give it a try. She's back out there to start the second half.
Starters for the second half, Carolee Gilbert, Lauren Gillis, Allie Gillis, Charlie Roby, and Sadie Garrett. Carolee is out there, but I mean, she is not putting any pressure on that left foot. Sevier County will have the basketball first, moving from right to left, and they're in a 3-2. So they come out in a zone to open up the second half. They kick it into the corner. Thompson, Burton catches at the elbow. Down low is Madison. Got great position on the block and goes up and in for two. It's the biggest lead of the game at 16.
And I don't know if they were actually in a 3-2. We'll see on this next possession. I think they're just switching everything whenever somebody ran away from Carolee to try and help her as she stood at the top of the defense.
Now Cookeville trying to solve this zone defense. Here's Roby penetrating, kicking. Allie Gillis, three from the left side. In and out, no. And it's rebounded by Madison. One and done there for the Lady Cavaliers. 7:22 to play here in the third. 29-13 the lead for Sevier County. Inside, Madison, good position again. Has two more.
Yeah, this is trouble time. This is really, really trouble time for Cookeville.
31-13 the lead. Cookeville with the basketball. Carolee's got it on the right wing in a double team. Skips to Lauren Gillis into the corner to Roby. Roby will give back to Lauren. Looks at a three. Drives in. Puts up the jumper. It won't go off the front side of the iron. It's rebounded by Burden. Sevier County's got it again. They'll bring it ahead with 6:52 to go in the third. Burden all the way to the basket. Puts it off the window. No. Rebounded by Madison. Back up and good again. Hannah Madison has a 6-0 run out of the halftime break and a chance for one more at the line.
And it's the rebounding again. It is 3 straight rebounds to open up the second half. A big one on the offensive end. Now, I will say Burden looks a little bit hobbled with a slight limp, but looks like she's okay. And Jamie Gillis has to burn the timeout. This is big trouble. Gigantic trouble for Cookeville right now.
6 straight by the sophomore post player inside who struggled in the first half. She missed a lot of bunnies inside. We saw her come out of the halftime break, and she was the only one warming up, and she was just practicing layups. She's got 6 straight baskets to open it up here in this second half. It's 6-0 Sevier County. They lead by 20, 33-13. And one more coming on the way for Madison at the line. Foul was whistled on Lauren Gillis. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Gillis and the Lady Cavaliers. 6:47 to play here in the third quarter. Madison's free throw is on the way, and it is good. She completes the three-point play. She's got 7 straight in a minute and 15 seconds by herself. Here is Gillis now with the basketball. Skips into the corner. Carolee Gilbert flies away the three. She hits it. And then skips her way back down the floor. Again, She cannot put any pressure on that left leg, but still hits the Whitetail Properties 3. She's got 7 points.
Just put her in her favorite spot and tell her to shoot.
Blocked by Sadie Garrett, out of bounds. It's going to belong to Sevier County underneath the basket. 6:23 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 34-16. Sevier County leads. Sevier County will inbound. Burden to take it out. The junior looks around, surveys, barely gets it in at the last second. To Townsend, blocked by Gillis. And Gillis is going to pick up the third personal foul.
Yeah, and Allie got it clean up top, but she was into the back from behind, and that's a very tough spot to get a block from. That's not a chase down, and more times than not, the official's just going to call a foul.
So Maggie Townsend has 2 points so far, misses that first free throw, and will have one more. 34-16 is the lead with 6:21 remaining here in the third for Sevier County. Townsend at the stripe for the Bearettes, flies away the second free throw. It's in and out, no. Missed them both, and it's rebounded by the Lady Cavaliers.
Carol Lee.
Allie Gillis into the corner. Carol Lee, another three, in and out, and it's rebounded by Burden. Just a little bit short that time.
She has a double-double already now on that rebound, her 10th.
15 and 10 for Kalia Burden. Early on in the second half. Still 6 minutes remaining here in the third. It's passed down low. Madison got position again, and she is fouled by Lauren Gillis.
Yeah, and it's just such a different matchup than yesterday. It was, and I'm trying not to be, overly critical, but Bartlett's bigs were not very athletic. They were not the same style of big that Sevier County's are.
Kind of your true post.
Yeah, and it just, these are new age centers in post, and their ability to move and create contact and just get to different spots is giving Cookeville all sorts of problems in this game.
Well, and again, this Sevier County team, they don't start a senior. They don't even play a senior. All of these players are coming back next year. It's an offensive board after the miss by Burden. She misses on the way back up, gets another rebound. Kick out Thompson, and Sevier County will reset their offense again with 5:49 to go in the third. Burden in the post is blocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Sevier County underneath. 35-16 the advantage for Sevier County with 5:45 remaining here in this third frame.
7-1 rebounds in this quarter already. 2 minutes and 15 seconds in.
Burden will inbound underneath, bounces in. It goes in to Valentine. Will bring it around. This is Townsend with the basketball on the right wing. Burden catches in the high post, now on the top of the key, being defended by Roby. Hands it back to Valentine on the right wing, and dribbling around up top now with the basketball. 5:32 to play here in this third quarter. Outside, Thompson way downtown, knocks it down. Aubrey Thompson lights it up from outside, and it's 38-16 and a steal by Burden. Takes it herself with the left. She's got 2 more. Kalia Burden has 17, and it's 40-16. Here's Carolee Gilbert on the right wing. Skip pass to Callie left side. She fires the three. It's short. Rebound fought for. Picked up by Carolee. Puts it on the deck with a right-handed dribble. Here's Roby now top of the key. Spins, drives, bounce pass. Callie will try another three on the way. That one goes. A Whitetail Properties 3 for Callie Gilbert. Makes it 40-19.
Need a lot more of that.
4:46 to go here in the third quarter. Sevier County making their third trip in the last 4 years to this state tournament, much like the Cavaliers' 4 out of the last 5. It is also their first trip to the state championship game. Outside Thompson, she's got another made three. My goodness, Sevier County now shooting the lights out. And guess what? They're 100% from three because they didn't attempt any in the first half. That three by Gilbert is no good, but that's all Cookeville can do right now, down 43-19. Carolee Gilbert goes for a steal. Burden able to dribble out of it, takes it inside, steps through. She traveled. And it's going to be Cookeville basketball back the other way with 4:09 remaining in the third. And it brings us to the media timeout. 4:09 to play in the third quarter. Sevier County leads it 43-19. You're listening to the 4A State Championship game presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
43-19 the lead for Sevier County with 4:09 remaining here in the third quarter. And Sevier County had a great first half, and man, have they come out firing in the second half as well. Just pouring it on right now. It's 16-6 so far here in the second half. This Sevier County team has played some good basketball. This may be the best they've played here in this championship game so far.
Yeah, they've been great. And they're doing what a great team does, which is when they smell blood in the water, they pounce, they attack, and they have been in attack mode in this second half. It's been a very impressive 4 minutes, and Cookeville has their backs firmly up against the wall. They're going to need a minor league miracle at this point when you consider all the circumstances in this game.
4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. It's a pass over to Charlie Roby into the corner to Lauren Gillis. Gives it right back out to Roby. Cookeville with the basketball, down 43-19. Here's Allie Gillis driving. Baseline jumper is good and one. And Allie Gillis will be at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. That's the first made field goal of the ball game for Gillis. The foul is whistled.
And no matter what, you knew this was going to be the final game in your career if you're Allie Gillis. And now all eyes on you, trying to put the team on her back. You know she's going to battle to the end.
And the free throw is no good. Another miss at the line. Now 2 for 11 from the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line. They called the foul a 0-0. He said number 10 initially, and I said, wait a second, there is no number 10. It goes on Briley Valentine. 3:38 remaining here in the third. 43-21, a 22-point advantage for the Bearettes of Sevier County. At the elbow is Burden, gives it back top of the key, flying it away from outside. Townsend hits another. Oh, my goodness. They didn't attempt any threes in the first half. They're now 3 for 3 in the second.
Shoot it.
Gillis will skip it over to Callie Gilbert on the left wing. Back to Gillis. Skip past Lauren in the corner. Here's Callie, drives, puts up the floater, off the window too strong. Rebounded by Sevier County with 3:07 remaining here in the third. Just an impressive performance by this Sevier County team. Here's Townsend, another three on the way. She's got another, oh my. And a timeout taken by Cookeville. There's nothing that the Lady Cavaliers can do. It's 49-21 with 2:56 to go in the third and a full timeout taken by the Lady Cavaliers.
I mean, this is for all the reasons that Cookeville legitimately has to, have issues in this game. Nobody was beating this team right now.
No.
This Sevier County team, they did this thing. They did it to Bradley Central. They did it yesterday to Blackman, and they have done it to Cookeville. I don't care. This team...
They didn't do this.
They came out of nowhere. They have played their best game of the season.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen, I will never claim to be an expert on Sevier County, but through 2.5 quarters, this has got to be the best performance in the history of their school. I mean, they have come in here and executed in every way. They have shot the three well in this second half. They have pounded the boards. They have forced turnovers. They have got out in transition. I mean, this has been as impressive of a championship performance as I can remember seeing.
Coach Schultz, it's his 12th season with the program, and it's the third time here in the state tournament. First 2 times they fell to Bartlett in the quarterfinals. They're now back here. Cookeville took care of Bartlett in the semifinals. They're into their
first. And they took care of Bradley Central.
Right, they're into their first state championship game since 2002. They won that state title game back in 2002. It was a 3A state title game. So they would be playing for their seconds with a win today, up 49-21. Carolee Gilbert in the corner for three. Out of the timeout, she rattles home another Whitetail Properties three. How about Carolee Gilbert playing on one leg? She has 10 points in the 4A state title game.
And they've hit 3 threes in the quarter. Cookeville's actually shooting the ball better, but Sevier County, I don't know if they've missed in an hour.
They're
I mean, it's
4
unbelievable.
for 4 from outside, and they're shooting 51% on the game now. This one almost stolen away, kicking into the corner. Back top of the key it goes. Thompson on the drive, blocked by Gillis. Cookeville basketball, 2:15 to go in the third. Gillis tosses ahead. Charlie Roby jabs, drives. Roby steps through, right hand, good for two. Charlie Roby puts it up and in. And the Lady Cavaliers answer with a little bit of a run of their own, 49-24 now.
26.
Sorry, 26. 1:56 to play here in this third quarter. Thompson with it on the top of the key, crosses over on Lauren. Gillis steps back, looks at the basket, a shot fake, picks up the dribble, looks around, and back up top to Burden now. Burden being defended by Charlie Roby. Will drive. Burden to the basket is going to be a jump ball. It was one of the few times I thought may have actually been called a foul on Charlie Roby as she came down on the basketball. It is called a jump ball, and it is Cookeville ball back the other way with 1:39 to go in the third.
Go hit a shot, you're going to hear a different tenor in this gym.
Carolee Gilbert brings it around. Charlie Roby, 90 seconds to go in the third frame. Driving, Garrett underneath. Scoop shot is good. Underneath the basket with the right hand, she finishes. Still a 21-point lead, 49-28.
A brilliant finish by Sadie Garrett underneath. I thought she was going to kick it in the corner. She goes underneath and loops it around for the lay.
It's a 7-0 run for the Lady Cavaliers. Inside, Burden in the post, wrestles it through Roby and puts it up and in for two. Delia Burden's got 19. Here's a skip pass to Allie Gillis in the corner. Gillis spinning around left corner, brings it around. 55 seconds remaining in the third. Back to Lauren now in the corner.
Carolee
Top of the key pass for Charlie Roby. Roby penetrates, bounce pass, Garrett, right hand, good for two more. Well, they found their offense, but they got to figure out how to get stops on the other end. 40 seconds to play here in the third. It's still a 21-point lead for Sevier County, 51-30.
And you got to sell out to force turnovers now. You get into foul trouble, who cares? You got to do everything you can to get the basketball away.
Townsend lost it into the backcourt. Garrett pokes it free, takes it by herself. Garrett stops, strips free. That's a great defensive play by Madison, who gets back in time. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Cavaliers underneath with 23.9 seconds to go.
Sadie absolutely got away with the travel
100%.
I mean,
inbound
wow.
Gillis in the middle of the lane, steps through, in for two.
Just sat up in my chair a little bit. It's a timeout for Sevier County. They're back within 19. Listen, it would be
it's a 9-2 run.
A miracle. A miracle. But they're playing good basketball. They're back within 19 with a little bit of life here.
Well, Cookeville has outscored themselves by a lot in this third quarter. They had 13 points at halftime. They now have 32 here at 3, but they're down 51-32. So the mountain is still even bigger than it was at halftime because Sevier County went absolutely ballistic here in this second half so far in the third quarter. I mean, they have been tremendous. They're 4 of 4 from the three-point line. In the second half, they're 9 of 14 from the field. Just unbelievable. Cookeville, pretty solid as well. They're 8 of 14 from the field.
Yeah, right now Sevier County has the lead, and that is so big that they can afford to roll in a little bit in their defense. Cookeville's gotten out and executed very well, but still a big hole, but it's a little bit less. We were heading towards a running clock. Now they've got a pulse, another near steal.
It is a steal. Charlie Roby's got the basketball, spins in the lane, and has 2 points. 5 seconds to go in the third, 51-34. Toss it ahead, Brewer. Got away with the travel. Back up top, 1 second. They fly it away, and it is blocked. And Cookeville has built some energy here at the end of the third quarter. It's still a big Sevier County lead, 51-34. But how about the run? A 12-2, make it 13-2 run at the end of the third quarter for the Lady Cavaliers. 51-34. It's the end of 3. We head to the fourth. You're listening to the Class 4A State Championship presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Box Drop Cookeville is the easiest way to buy an affordable mattress, specializing in clearance and closeouts directly from the manufacturers. They're able to pass huge savings onto you. Make an appointment to see their warehouse full of selections including big-name hybrid and memory foam alongside traditional springs that are among some of the coolest to touch mattresses on the market. Call Brandon Lane at 931-349-7066 to make your appointment today. Box Drop Cookeville has been proud to serve Cookeville since 2018.
Well, the Lady Cavaliers are trying to make it interesting. They are still down 17 points. That is how big of a hole they got on. They just went on a 13-2 run, and it is still a 17-point lead for Sevier County as we begin the fourth quarter of action, 51-34. Sevier County leads, and they will start with the basketball first, moving from right to left. But a tip of the cap to these Lady Cavaliers. They looked dead in the water, especially when Sevier County went ballistic there in that third quarter. Cookeville still playing tough. Sevier County struggling to get it in. They finally do. They get it into Brewer. Brewer trying to drive on Carolee Gilbert. She is right there. How about Carolee Gilbert?
Yeah, she's got a little bit of pep in her step right now. The adrenaline is flowing. Can they keep it there?
I'd say so. Townsend will hand it off. Brewer brings it around the top of the perimeter against the man-to-man defense. Cookeville is back into that. Still trying to find some space. Driving inside. Burden is fouled by Sadie Garrett. That is something that the Cavaliers don't really need, especially inside. And Burden is going to be at the line for a couple of tries. Sadie Garrett picks up her first.
And it was definitely a foul. But in this entire quarter, Cookeville has to be desperate to get the ball. So they got to sell out for block shots. They got to sell out for steals. If they give up some open looks or free throws, so be it. You're in such a big hole with so little time. Everything you can do to get the ball back, you got to do it if you're the Lady Cavaliers.
Dalia Burden has 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists in the basketball game. She missed the second free throw, but it's an offensive board for Madison. She goes back up and misses, and it's rebounded by Garrett. Cookeville basketball, 7.5 to play. 52-34 the lead. Allie Gillis finds Charlie Roby into the corner. Gilbert, 3-ball. In and out. Rebound down to Gillis. An offensive board. Back up. No good. Rebound fought for. Gillis has it again. Cannot get it again. Trying to pull down the rebound as she adjusts the face mask. It's out of bounds, and it belongs to Cookeville.
Right now, Cookeville doing what they didn't do earlier. Crash the glass. They, again, desperation time. Go after every loose ball.
Inbound goes to Carolee Gilbert on the top of the key. Rips through and tosses to Lauren Gillis on the right wing. Now Charlie Roby. Bounce pass to Gillis. Outside. Fires the three. And connects! Allie hits the Whitetail Properties 3. It's 52-37.
Do you believe in miracles?
Still a 15-point lead. Burden at the free throw line, driving, steps through, right hand, good for 2. Yeah, that's the other problem.
They have a gigantic Kalia Burden problem.
54-37 the lead. Sevier County on top. Cookeville has found their stride on offense, though. Gillis, Roby, drives. Roby inside to the basket, is fouled. And Charlie Roby will be at the Sonia Brown with American Away Real Estate free throw line for 2 shots with 6:35 to go in the basketball game. And it goes on Kalia Burden. I beg your pardon, that actually goes on Townsend. That is her third. Roby at the stripe.
Goodness
no
gracious.
Good.
And again,
this is where, especially after making this run, the free throws have been massive. They have missed 10 free throws.
They beat within 7.
They're 2 for 12. It could be a 7-point game. Second free throw is good.
I mean, it's 16%.
This is a good free throw shooting team, too. 54-38, struggling to get it in. Very close to a 5-second call. Now Townsend trying to bring it ahead, gives back to Burden. She brings it across the timeline with 6.5 to go in the basketball game.
Got to step into her living room. Everything has to be contested. Everything. Get in foul trouble, who cares?
Burton catches on the right lane. Driving, steps through, picks up, back out. Madison fires the three. It's no good off left iron. It's rebounded by Gillis. Cookeville basketball. 6:10 to go. Roby races ahead. Roby in the lane with the right hand. Floater no good. Rebound, fought for. Cookeville trying to swing it back out. Falling to the ground underneath the basket was Callie Gilbert, who was back into the game. It goes out of bounds, and it stays with Sevier County. Or it goes to Sevier County, I should say.
The Cookeville fans want a foul. It's not a foul. Callie was losing her footing going out of bounds. It was a good try to save it in, but it went out of bounds.
Burden trying to inbound on the sideline. Bounces in. That's a 5-second violation. Sevier County cannot get it in. Again, this is a very young Sevier County team. It's a very old Cookeville team.
If they can get it to single digits, that's really the magic number, because still a 16-point game with 6:03 to go. That is such a huge gap. Can they get it to single digits? They need another three.
Gillis back to Roby at the top of the circle. Now gives to
open.
Gillis on the left wing. Skip pass is picked off. Turned over. Sevier County steal by Valentine. Gives to Burden at the elbow. Burden driving in the middle of the lane. Back out. Townsend jumper. No good. Rebound fought for, and Cookeville had it. And now a foul is whistled on Sevier County. And it's going to go on Madison. Diving to the floor, trying to get the basketball. Hit Garrett. And Hannah Madison picks up the foul. Her second. And that is the team's second foul as well, with 5:43 to go here in the fourth. Carolee Gilbert is back into the basketball game for the Lady Cavaliers.
Defense, offense here for Carolee. She can still shoot it. If nothing else, she can shoot it. So she checks in, and she'll probably check out if they get a stoppage on the defensive end.
Still a 16-point lead for Sevier County. But Cookeville's got a lot of momentum. There's Gillis around to Lauren. We'll throw to Callie on the right wing. Gilbert, left-handed pass to Allie. Bounce pass to Carolee. Defense comes out to her. It's a full-court pass to Roby in the corner. In the right side, driving, back up top to Callie Gilbert, trying to step through with the right hand. The floater, no good. And it's pulled out of there by Townsend. She's now on the run. One-on-one with Carolee Gilbert, and will pull it right back out. And defended tightly by Carolee. Now back up top to Burden. 16-point lead for Sevier County with 5:09 to go here in the basketball game. They really don't have to shoot.
That's what I was thinking. They'd be wise to slow down a little bit, the way they play defense.
And that is going to be a timeout taken up top as Townsend picked up her dribble and was in some trouble. It's a 30-second timeout taken by the Bearettes, and they will turn it in to the full media timeout. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 54-38, Cookeville trails in the 4A state title game. It's presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Media timeout here in the fourth quarter. 5 minutes remaining in the Class 4A state championship ball game. It's 54-38. Sevier County leads. Cookeville trailed by 14 at halftime. They got down by as many as 28 here in the second half. They then went on a 13-2 run to end the third quarter and have played pretty well to start this fourth quarter so far as well. They have a 3 and then a made free throw and are outscoring this Sevier County team so far. So it is the closest it has been in quite some time, but they were in such a big hole, and they're 2 for 12 from the free throw line.
The 2 of 12 from the free throw line, and they just have to keep up a torrential offensive pace. They haven't done that here so far in the fourth quarter.
Today's broadcast presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial. They offer expert day-to-day operations of profitable investment real estate for owners that prioritize income-producing assets. Call Upper Cumberland Commercial at 931-284-9098 to learn more. Appreciate that for being the presenting sponsor today and making this state championship broadcast possible. Sevier County with the basketball. This is Valentine with it. We'll give it off to Thompson on the right wing. Thompson will bring it back between the circles to set up the offense, defended by Callie Gilbert. Tosses to Burden now on top of the perimeter. Burden defended by Roby. Puts it on the deck with the right hand. And again, we just talked about it before the break. Sevier County just needs to run the offense. They don't really need to shoot the basketball, leading by 16 with 4:28 to go.
No, they don't. They're doing it right now. And so for Cookeville, you're going to have to start playing the foul game a little bit. You got to sell it to get some steals, and if you foul them, so be it.
Callie Gilbert, some tight defense here on Thompson, able to get it away to Burden. Right in front of us here on the near sideline. Will drift towards the half-court line. 4:12 now to go in the basketball game.
They bled 45 seconds off the clock. I mean, they got a foul.
Callie Gillis just went for a steal there, and it's an offensive foul. Townsend creating the space is tagged with her 4th personal foul, and it will be Cookeville ball. That is also the team's 3rd for Sevier County.
The unfortunate part is, well, that's a great play. It's a net win for Sevier County because they just cut this quarter by a 5th, just like that.
54 seconds off the clock out of the timeouts. So Charlie Roby will bring it ahead for the Lady Cavaliers with the basketball, trailing by 16. Here's Allie Gillis. Gives to Kara Lee. On the wing to Callie. Fires the 3. That one's off the front of the iron. It's rebounded by Townsend and then fouled by Lauren Gillis on the rebound attempt.
Yeah, and Cookeville just can't afford any misses. They have to play the next 3 minutes and 51 seconds perfectly. The margin for error is virtually 0 at this point. They can score 16 that quickly. Now, it's very tough to do against this defense. They also have to get a bunch of stops in that time. I mean, they've got to play perfect.
So Lauren Gillis picks up her 4th personal foul. Full court pressure here by the Lady Cavaliers. 3:48 to go in the basketball game. It's still a 16-point lead for Sevier County. Trailed by as many as 28 here in the second half. 14 at halftime did the Lady Cavaliers. Scored 21 points in the third quarter. Here is Burden with the basketball at the free throw line. Gets inside, off the window and good. That was really good defense by the freshman Callie Gilbert. But Kalia Burden is having a special day.
She's about to be the MVP of the state tournament, and she deserves to be.
That's going to be a foul called on Sevier County. That is their 4th now with 3:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. It goes on Briley Valentine, her 2nd. So Cookeville will inbound on the near sideline, trailing 56-38. Garrett throws into Roby near half court. Steps forward, tosses to Lauren Gillis on the right wing. Lauren back to Sadie Garrett in the corner. Fakes on a 3, drives inside. The right-handed shot is no good. It's rebounded by Thompson, and she is fouled. And it's going the other way, called on the Lady Cavaliers. Callie Gilbert is tagged with a personal. She picks up now her 4th foul. So both Callie and Lauren each have 4 with 3:11 to go. Morgan Davis checks in for Callie in an 18-point ball game.
And Cookeville hasn't scored in 3 minutes and 24 seconds.
That'll do it.
Way too big of a hole.
Sevier County trying to bring it ahead against the full court pressure. Burden in the backcourt, hands off Thompson into the front court. Thompson on the right side, defended by Davis. An 18-point lead for these Bearettes on offense. Burden now between the circles, tosses left side. Valentine with the basketball, defended by Garrett. Garrett trying to create a turnover, tightly defending. Got it to Burden at the last second. Bearettes just wasting time away with 2:40 to go in the basketball game. On the right wing with it as Thompson gets to the free throw line and spins around. And there's a really smart timeout taken there by Coach Schultz at the 5-minute mark, because they were kind of out of sorts. Cookeville was trying to get back into the game. Here's Burden inside, left hand, can't get the finish. Got her own rebound yet again, but then it's poked away and stolen. Allie Gillis now with the basketball. 2-on-1. Gillis bounces to Roby. She'll go up and finish for 2. And a timeout will be taken by Cookeville, a 30-second timeout. Roby gets another basket to fall. She's got 9 points in the contest. 2:15 to play in the basketball game. It's back to a 16-point advantage for Sevier County.
Yeah, in Cookeville, they had to keep up the pace where they finished that third quarter on the 13-2 run. Their defense has been really good, just 5 points allowed in the quarter. But Sevier County, they have bled the clock on offense, and while they're not really scoring, they don't have to when the lead is as big as it is. The most valuable thing they can do is turn the clock. They've done that. Cookeville's only chance, they got to turn them over. They have got to force turnovers. You know, you look up and down the sheet, 4 fouls on Lauren Gillis and 4 on Callie Gilbert, 3 on Allie Gillis. From here on out, we're swiping and hacking at everything to try and get the basketball back, to try and get it to 10 with a minute and a half to go. If you could do that, you can keep playing. If not, it's just too far out of reach.
56-40, the lead for Sevier County. Out of the timeout taken by Cookeville. 2:15 to go. They inbound it to Burden. They have to go the length of the floor against the full court pressure. It's taken away by Allie Gillis. It's an offensive foul called on Kalia Burden. That's team foul number 5, and Cookeville will take it out underneath the basket since it's player controlled.
Yeah, and she extended the elbow, and the official saw it. It was a really good call. Unfortunately, it took away with transition layup opportunity for Cookeville.
Allie Gillis did take it away. It would have been a wide open layup. Gillis from way downtown has it. That is 10 feet behind the line.
She's not going to go quietly into the net. I'll tell you that right now. What a half for Allie Gillis. They got to trap again, though, Jacob.
They're outscoring Sevier County now in the second half by 1. After that made 3. It's a foul whistled on Charlie Roby in the backcourt. It's her first. It's the team's third with 1:57 to go in the basketball game. They've made it a 13-point game. They trailed by 28 points in the third quarter. They trailed by 14 at halftime.
They showed what they're made of in this game. It may be too late. That's very close to a 5-second violation.
Very close. Burden in a double team. Got it to Thompson with 1:54 to go. Trying to bring it ahead. They do get it in the front court. Toss it to Townsend down low. Blocked by Gillis. Out of bounds. And it stays with Sevier County underneath. Lauren Gillis with the block underneath. Great defensive play. It stays with the Barretts, though, with 1:46 to go in a 13-point ball game. Burden will inbound on the right baseline underneath. Toss it up top to Madison. Brings it around now to Valentine. Poked free by Gillis. Gillis fighting for the basketball. But a foul is going to be whistled on Allie.
She grabbed the arm. It was a really good play to tip it. She went after and
it was a good job.
She was getting walled off,
yeah,
and she just tried to grab her arm to get around her.
Yeah, Valentine had it stripped free and then kind of boxed her out, and Gillis trying to go through her body. Picks up the foul. It's her 4th. It is the team's 5th. So it'll be free throws now for Briley Valentine with 1:42 to go in the 4th, and not the worst thing in the world. You put them at the line and hope for some misses. Again, a 13-point game, 56-43. The left-handed free throw is on the way by Valentine and good. It's the first point of the contest for the sophomore.
Cookeville has shown what they're made of, but Sevier County's made the winning plays this entire game. They have made the plays, and I'm not surprised that she made that first free throw.
Second free throw on the way, and that one is good again. That's also been a big difference in this basketball game. They're now 14 of 21 from the line. Cookeville is 2 for 12. Here's Gillis on the run. She is blocked by Burden and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Cavaliers underneath with 1:35 to go in the basketball game.
And that ball landed on Allie Gillis as she was laying out of bounds, and they're going to give it to them. They're right.
They do change it. That's the correct call.
They're right. He's right. It was blocked out of bounds, and Allie was laying down, and it was blocked from inbounds, and it landed on top of Allie, and it is absolutely the correct call to give it to Sevier County. It's unfortunate. It's an incredibly unfortunate bounce.
58-43, the lead for Sevier County. They're just going to throw it down the floor, and able to track it down is Valentine. Gets it off to Burden, and now it's time to just waste it away for Sevier County before their second ever gold ball. Burden out near the half-court line. Cookeville not fouling just yet. 1:23 to go. They may not foul in a 15-point game. We'll see.
Trap.
Up it goes. Down low, Madison almost had it stripped free and puts it up and in for 2. Madison has 12. 60-43, the lead for Sevier County. Gillis, another 30-footer on the way. That one won't go. It sails out of bounds, and it will be Sevier County ball with 65 seconds to play. And Coach Gillis will make a couple of subs. Lauren Gillis is in. Kelby Stone is in. Callie Gilbert comes off. And Allie Gillis will come off as well. 65 seconds remaining here in the 4A state championship. Sevier County trying to inbound. Sadie Garrett going for the basketball, and she is going to be committing a foul.
She made it count.
She did.
she
jumped on the back of Madison, who's now going to have 2 free throws at the other end with 1:04 to play.
And Cookeville, listen, they showed a lot of poise and moxie down 28, but you can't get down 28.
Yep.
And they are absolutely shorthanded, but Sevier County was just excellent in this basketball game, and it was not. And unfortunately, it's a familiar theme. All 3 games today for Upper Cumberland teams, we said they had to play their game, and none of them did.
None of them did.
Nobody played up to their capabilities today, and the 3 champions. Outside of Huntington, I don't think they did either, but they played up to their capabilities in the final 2 minutes. Right. Dyersburg and Sevier County played their game. Well, and even the matchups, whoever does that wins, and Sevier County's about to do that.
Well, Sevier County's got 60 points. They averaged 54 per game, so they played very well, especially in that second and third quarter. Second free throw good by Madison. She splits a pair. 1:02 to go, 61-43 the lead. Gilbert fires the 3. Callie is a little bit off the mark, and it's rebounded by Townsend. No foul given by Cookeville. 55 seconds to play. Still in the backcourt. Now they bring it into the front court. Townsend with the basketball. Lady Cavs not fouling. 45 seconds to go. Sevier County just moving the basketball around. Burden will bring it up top. Tosses here on the near sideline right in front of us.
And Carolee Gilbert sprinting around the floor to the final second on 2 bad ankles. What a career. What a career for all these seniors.
And there's a lot of them.
Historic. The best senior class in the history of Cookeville Lady Cavalier basketball by a country mile.
Carolee Gilbert, Allie Gillis is a steal here by Callie Gilbert. Cookeville's got the basketball with 12 seconds to go. Charlie Roby's going to fly it away from outside. That's another one of those seniors that goes out of bounds, and it will be Sevier County ball with 6.6 seconds to go. But mention those seniors: Carolee, Allie Gillis, Tanaya Dirksen, Charlie Roby, the 4 seniors on the roster this season. And man, what a legacy they are going to leave. Inbound for Sevier County. And there is the final buzzer. Final score, 61-43. The Sevier County Bearettes are champions in the 4A classification and their second ever state tournament title.
A well-earned championship for Sevier County in this game. They came in, they pulled the big eye-catching win over Bradley Central, but after having watched this tournament, Jacob, that was not an upset. Sevier County was the best team in this bracket, and they won the championship. They earned it with 3 convincing victories, and they left no doubt today. They were the best team in Class 4A. They may not have been on people's radars. The radar doesn't matter. The result on the floor does. Cookeville would have loved to see them at 100% in this game, and that it was just a war of attrition, and they showed what they had yesterday. They showed what they had in the second half of this game, but Sevier County, a worthy champion.
Sevier County wins at 61-43. This game was tied at the end of the first quarter, 10-10. At halftime, it was a 14-point lead for Sevier County, 27-13, and then the onslaught began. And Sevier County came out absolutely firing on all cylinders. They built a lead by as many as 28 points early on in the third quarter, and you got to credit the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. They went on a 13-2 run to end the third quarter and cut the lead a little bit closer going to the fourth at 51-34. They would get as close as 15 points, but unable to, or as close as 13 points, but unable to get any closer than that in the end. But a valiant effort in the second half for the Lady Cavaliers. But you mentioned it, the injuries, the free throw shooting does them in here in this championship ball game. And on the other side, there was a pretty darn good performance from Kalia Burden. How about this stat line? 24 points, 13 rebounds, 7 of those were offensive. She had 6 assists, 1 block, and 3 steals, and she did not come out of the ball game.
The unique blend of size, speed, and skill was perfectly designed to give this Cookeville team problem. A team that's been undersized for 4 years, and every year they've gotten smaller and smaller, and then you take Tanaya Dirksen off the floor, and they were just flat out short on the floor, literally, and Burden, with her ability to stretch the floor and then get inside, she set the tone early in the game. Cookeville made some good adjustments, but she just made plays. She's about to be the MVP of this tournament, and she deserves to be the MVP of this tournament.
Looking at the stat sheet right now, and they take the plus-minus for all of the players. This is one of the most impressive things I think I've seen. Carolee Gilbert played 19 minutes. They were +2 when she was on the floor. That's unreal.
They got blitzkrieg when she was not on the floor. That was a big – the swing in the game happened when she was off the floor.
So she plays 19 minutes on a very, very bad ankle. She got it taped up again at halftime and was able to make her way out and play the second half. She finished with 10 points, 3 rebounds in the contest. And a tip of the cap to all those seniors: Carolee Gilbert, Allie Gillis, Tanaya Dirksen, and Charlie Roby, absolutely cementing an unbelievable legacy. You mentioned White County. We just talked about them, over 100 wins. Cookeville, well over 100 wins as well. 30 wins this season, making their first ever state championship ball game. For a senior class that made 3 out of the 4 state tournaments, they made the semifinals each year and the state championship here in their final year.
It's the best senior class in Cookeville history, and they have set the stage. And Jamie Gillis has come in and built her program, and this was a group that defined that program and have set the standard for a team, and they are now in the discussion of not of great teams but of great programs, and that's because in no small part to what these seniors have done. Credit the other players as well, but of course the senior class is outgoing here, and they're going to be good for years to come. It's in the pipeline, and you saw some freshmen and sophomores and juniors play big moments in this game today. They're going to miss, no doubt, these seniors in a major way, but new superstars are on the way for Cookeville. And and we said it with all 3, unfortunately, today, while this result hurts majorly, it's also the first silver ball and the first ball of any kind going into the trophy case in Cookeville High School.
It absolutely is. It was their first ever state championship ball game that they had made. They are coming home with a silver ball. Once again, the final score 61-43. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing player of the game, pretty easy in this one as well.
It's Kalia Burden. She was sensational in this basketball game. 24 points, 9 of 15 from the floor, 13 rebounds, 7 offensive boards. She was the mismatch in this game, and they exploited it. She had a huge performance. She's about to get a special trophy for herself as well.
An early I'm going to tab her for an early riser for Miss Basketball next season in 4A, coming back as a senior. That's the other thing that's really, really scary. They have 1 senior, and she did not play. Everybody for this Sevier County returns next season for a team that has made 3 out of the last 4 state tournaments.
Yeah, and you've seen a changing of the guard. Now, listen, one-time transfer, I'm sure Bradley Central is going to be getting the portal pretty heavily in the offseason. We all understand that, but this is, if they can keep their team intact, going to be a ferocious team in Class 4A, and they will not surprise anybody next year. I'll tell you that right now.
Not.
They're going to get some no's when they get on the phone asking people to schedule them. I can guarantee you that. But a well-earned championship. And, hey, we got to shout out. What a week it's been here.
Absolutely.
The sponsors were sensational on this broadcast. Upper Cumberland Commercial being the presenting sponsor, helping us produce all this content. The team, which expands every year. I mean, the people helping us out this week. You talk about Ian, Jonathan, CJ, a host of people just helping each other here on Media Row as we shine the biggest spotlight, record-breaking numbers viewership this entire week. It's very unfortunate we didn't have a gold ball. Hopefully we'll get 1, 2, or 3, or 4 next week. Well, a maximum of 3 next week. With the boys tournament, maybe the boys can shoulder the load when it comes to Saturday. But big shout-outs to you for doing these broadcasts and coming down here for highlights. How about Goose? He's nowhere near done.
Big time. His work is just starting.
Goose is a machine. He is the best to do it. He has done an unbelievable job. Madison running the scoreboard, doing a fantastic job as always. The sponsors, listen, we're here every game. Shout out to the Carthage Couriers of the world and the Fentress County Presses who come down here with the teams that they're with all season and the radio stations that are with their teams. We, of course, are area-wide. It's great to see those people who show up for their teams, that come into the building for their teams, that don't take shortcuts to come in, and it's all for the same reason. There's not money in this. I can tell you that right now. Nobody's getting rich off this. It's to put a spotlight on the student-athletes, and we've got the best student-athletes in the world area-wide in the Upper Cumberland. So shout out to everybody that makes it happen. Support your media. Us here at UCR, your local stations as well. Take note. Who shows up, who puts in the legwork. Shout out to all of them. And I know we got the all-tournament team here as well, Jacob.
Yeah, 3 Lady Cavaliers on the all-tournament team here in this 4A state tournament. Allie Gillis, Charlie Roby, and Carolee Gilbert. 3 of those 4 seniors making the all-tournament team, and rightfully so. That senior class, again, cementing their legacy with the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. And that's it. We're done. At least for the girls. We got a lot coming up next week for the boys. Well, in terms of the games being played, obviously. Yeah, there's still a lot to come across our platforms on Upper Cumberland Reporter. Highlights, story, photos, all sorts of things coming to the website. So keep it tuned in. And then, of course, we'll get you ready for the boys state tournament that begins on Wednesday with Smith County playing at 12:45 in the 2A state quarterfinals. We've got 4 teams, Jackson County, Pickett County, Upperman, and Smith County coming up next week in the boys tournament. We will be here for every single one of their games. We hope you tune in for those broadcasts and, of course, our website coverage presented by Risher Roofing. Today's broadcast has been presented by Upper Cumberland Commercial. Thank you so much for them for making this broadcast possible. And what a basketball game. I know the final score is 61-43, but the Lady Cavaliers, down by as many as 28 points, cut it down to 13 in the fourth quarter. Not able to get it closer than that, but able to put it out there all on the floor. And a big tip of the cap to Carolee Gilbert. Suffers an injury in the first half, comes back out there and plays her absolute heart out. All that the Cavaliers did in that basketball game. Shout out to you for putting this whole thing together. It's a well-oiled machine, and it does not happen without Noah. Justin's up there in the crowd as well.
He did absolutely nothing.
Well, he
gets absolutely no credit. He was here in his red.
He's still Team UCR.
Yeah, he's absolutely Team UCR. He gets absolutely no credit for this week.
He's here.
He doesn't get. We give credit where credit is due.
Here.
A lot of people like to take credit for things they don't do or make. We're not going to do that. You love Justin to death. He gets no credit for this week. I'll tell you that right now.
Final score in this one.
Kind of.
Sevier County wins it 61-43 of the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers in the Class 4A state championship game. That'll do it for us today. For Noah McKay and Madison McKay, who was on scoreboard today, and the rest of the UCR crew. Goose is out there. Jonathan's out there. Ian's out there. CJ's out there. More content coming to UCR. I'm Jacob Vinson saying so long from Murfreesboro.